God, give us the grace to accept with serenity the things that cannot be changed. At some point in all of our lives, we will be faced with the loss of a dear and loved one. Life is so precious, and any moments that we can spend with our loved ones as they leave us is a blessing.
If I could tell the world just one thing, it would be that we're all okay. Not to worry, 'cause worry is wasteful and useless in times like these. Won't be made useless, won't be idle with despair. I'll gather myself around my faith. The light is the darkness most fear. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own. They're not yours. They are my own, and I am never broken.
My grandmother was named Patricia Adney, and she was one of the most amazing, genuine, caring, loving women that I've ever known. Did so many amazing things throughout her life. She lived in 4 different countries. She lived in Australia, she lived in England, the Bahamas, and America. She really wanted more for you than I had ever thought was possible for a person to want. And the people at Serenity House wanted the same back. They gave to her like I didn't even think was possible. They weren't related to her. They didn't know a single thing about her at the beginning. But by the time she passed, they knew her entire life story. They were so nice to her. They wanted the best for her. They were so loving. And it really struck me that these people were not family members. They weren't friends, they didn't know her, but they still were so caring, and they still wanted the best for her. And I really wanted to be a part of that. I was 13 when she stayed here, but when I was 15, I started volunteering at Serenity House. And it's been a life-changing experience. I really have been touched by the lives of so many people, and their stories have all been so great and varied, and their lives that they've lived have been so vastly different, but that's what makes them all so amazing. And just volunteering here has given me back more than I could ever give to any of these people. And it's just been the most amazing experience ever, and I would love to thank Cheryl for being able to provide me with this experience.
Poverty stole your golden shoes, it didn't steal your laughter, and heartache came to visit me, but I knew it wasn't ever after. We will fight, not out of spite, 'cause someone must stand up for what's right. 'Cause where there's a man who has no voice, there I shall go singing. My hands are small, I know it, but they're not yours. They are my own, but they're not yours. They are my own, and I am never broken. 'Cause in the end, only kindness matters. In the end, only kindness matters.
My name is Arlene Stova, and my husband Steve was a resident of Serenity House. He was diagnosed with kidney disease, congestive heart failure, and dementia. He was in and out of hospitals and rehabs for over a year before he became a resident of Serenity House. The care that he received there was so extraordinary. The volunteers treated my husband like he was a member of their own family. These amazing people allowed him to live the remainder of his life with dignity and with people who truly cared. Also, the volunteers were so kind and understanding to me and my entire family. They are all truly angels to be able to do the special work that they do. We cannot begin to express how grateful we are for all that the volunteers did for my husband.
My dearest mom, afflicted with dementia, was given the opportunity to spend her last few days in Serenity House in Mooresville. She was so loved and cherished by all. Norm and I had every day to spend with her with no worries. She was surrounded by the unconditional love of Serenity, the happiness of the people who dedicate their time to take care of those who pass with dignity, care, and serenity. Our thanks to all the angel volunteers who give of their time to allow families to enjoy and comfort those moving forward to the next chapter. Our thanks to Cheryl and Wayne for giving the community a haven for those in need. We need to help them as much as possible to continue with their work and to develop more Serenity homes. The next one in Davidson with your help. Without the support of the community, this would not be possible. Our thanks go to all those who support them. Please give with grace and serenity.
I will get down on my knees and I will pray. I will get down on my knees and I will pray. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours, they are my own. They're not yours, they are my own.
My name is Michelle, and my story starts with Malva Martin. She's my grandmother, and in January this year, she passed away. Grammy was extremely independent and lived on her own in Connecticut, took care of her own house, still tended to her own flower beds until she had the stroke that put her in the hospital. When that happened, I flew up to be with Grammy and to support my mom, who, aside from the emotional sadness of what happened, was confronted with the strain of choosing a end-of-life caregiving facility. There was no Serenity House up in Connecticut, and I'm so grateful that there is a home here in North Carolina that families can come to and rely on. This is an option that we can give to our loved ones and provide 24-hour care for them by volunteers and nurses inside a home, not a medical facility, where they're given unbiased care and dignity and love. They become our family too. I'd like to ask that everyone just set aside your preconceived notions of what an end-of-life caregiving facility is like. It is not dark and dismal, it is peaceful. It is not silent, it is filled with voices. It's not lonely, hands are constantly reaching out to you.
We are never broken.
Hi, I'm Norm Britton, talking to you from Serenity House, and I guess my story goes back a fair old way to England when my mother-in-law was taken down with Alzheimer's, and family being here in the United States, we went and fetched her and brought her over here, and this was about 2.5, 3 years ago. I watched her deteriorate over the next year to a point where I was no longer able, as the primary caregiver, to really look after her properly. Then came Serenity House. We were extremely grateful for what they did, the courtesy, the kindness, the fact that it's free. It was irrelevant at the time, but it was, because we were looking after a lady who's a visitor from abroad. She came here, and it gave my wife and I, Sue, an opportunity to grieve properly without having to worry about the day-to-day care of the woman. And it's one of those things that you never think about until the time comes, and it will come. So if there's anything you can do, find a deep pocket or something to help Serenity House. I know that I will be thankful for that. I know my wife will. I know all the people at Serenity House in the past will, and those that perhaps are coming in the future. So kind of dig down real deep and see if you can pull out an extra few bucks or something, and let's help these folks get the new one up and running. Thank you very much.